Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture. So from this video we are going to start a new chapter, geometry. Okay, geometry is the fifth unit in your 7th standard first term maths textbook. Okay, so geometry will be very interesting and easy chapter to learn. So we'll start learning geometry from this video. So this video is the first video of the unit geometry and we are going to see about lines and angles. You have learned about lines and angles in your previous classes. Means in your 6th standard you have learned what are line segment, rays and those things. Okay, so we are going to recall those things in this video. So we are going to recall what is a line, what is mean by line segment, what is a ray, when we can call two lines are parallel, and what are intersecting lines, when can we say 3 points are collinear, and when we can say those 3 points are non-collinear, and we are going to recall about angles, what is acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle, and complementary angles and supplementary angles. So these things we are going to recall in this video. First we'll recall what is line. What are lines? Okay, suppose we have 2 points A and B. Suppose we have 2 points A and B like this. If you can join these 2 points and it is extending in both the direction, then that is called a line. Okay, a line extends along both direction without any end. For a line there will be no end. It will extending in both the direction. Okay, so a line extends along both directions without any end. How can we represent line? So like this we will draw a line. Like this we can draw a line. But how to represent line AB? So we have a symbol. A line AB is denoted by AB. Upon AB you have to draw a line like this. This is called line AB. Okay, this is the symbol to represent the line. Sometimes small letters like L, M, N are also used to denote the lines. Okay, so instead of writing AB upon a line, upon AB you have to write a line to represent the line AB, or we can use small letters L, M, N and so on. Any small letters to represent, to denote lines. Okay, so what is line? A line extends along both directions without any end. Okay. So now we'll move to line segment. Line segment will be having ends. Okay. A line segment has 2 end points. Suppose if you have 2 points A and B, if you can join those 2 points using a line, and if it has end points, then that is called line segment AB. Okay, so line won't be having any end points. It will extend towards both the direction, but line segment will be having end points. Okay, so line segment can be represented by AB. Upon AB you have to write a line. AB line. Okay, this is for line segment. And for line we have to denote the direction also. As the line will extend in both the direction, we have to use this symbol for denoting the line. And for line segment we have to use this symbol. Okay, so a line will not be having any endpoints, and it will be extending towards both the direction without any end. But line segment has two endpoints, and the line segment AB is represented by AB dash. Okay, upon AB you have to put a dash. Fine, this is about line segment. Then parallel lines. Suppose we have two lines L, M. These two lines are parallel, then they won't intersect. Okay, parallel lines never intersect each other, so they won't meet anywhere. Okay, suppose if you have a line like this and a line like this, we'll take this line as L and this line as M. Here this line L and M is meeting at a common point, right? So these two are not parallel. Parallel lines won't intersect. They won't meet each other. If you extend in any, means here you can extend this line in both the direction endlessly, right? So even if you extend this line, they won't meet each other. Okay, so parallel lines never meet each other, and distance between these two lines will always equal. So if you measure the distance here, that will also be equal, and if you measure the distance here, that will also be equal. So parallel lines never intersect each other. If two lines M and N are parallel, then we denote those two lines are parallel using this symbol. This means M parallel to N. Line M is parallel to N. So parallel lines means the lines never intersect. When we can tell two lines L and M are parallel, which means when you extend L, extend M, they won't meet at any point. Okay, so parallel lines never intersect each other, and if two lines M and N are parallel, then we denote it as M parallel N. So this is the symbol to represent when two lines M and N are parallel. Okay. Now we'll see what is intersecting line. So if we have two lines L and M, they are meeting at a point, and that point is called point of intersection. Okay, when two lines have a common point, then they are called intersecting line, and that point is called point of intersection of given two lines. Okay, when you have two lines, if they are having common point, then those two lines are called intersecting lines, and the point where they intersect, means the common point, is called point of intersection of given two lines. But for a parallel line, there won't be any common point. So if we have two parallel lines L and M, they won't meet each other, right? Since they are parallel lines, they won't meet at any common point. So for parallel lines, there will be no point of intersection, and parallel lines are not intersecting lines. Okay, if you can find a common point between given two lines, then those two lines are intersecting lines. Okay, tell me whether this line and this line is a intersecting line. So what is meant by line? We can extend line in both the direction endlessly, right? So if we take this line as L, this line as M, you can extend this line in this direction, right? So when you extend this line, we are getting a common point. So these two lines are intersecting lines. Okay, suppose you have like this, two lines M and N. Are these line intersecting lines? Yes, because when you extend this line M, they are meeting at a common point, right? So these two lines are also intersecting lines. So when two lines have a common point, they are called intersecting lines, and the point where these two lines are meeting, that is the common point, is called point of intersection of given two lines. Okay, this is about intersecting lines. Now we'll see collinear and non-collinear points. So if you have two or more points, 2 or more points means 3 points, 4 points. If all those points lie on a same line, then we can call those 3 or more points as collinear points. Okay, so here we have 3 points A, B and C. A, B and C are on the same line. So A, B and C are collinear points. Suppose we have 3 points P, Q, R. P and Q are on the same line and R is not on the line. Then P, Q and R are non-collinear points. Okay, so if 3 or more points lie on the same line, then they are called collinear points. Sorry, first I have mentioned 2 or more points. So it is 3 or more points. If 3 or more points lie on the same line, then they are collinear points. If 3 or more points do not lie on the same line, then they are called non-collinear points. Okay, suppose if you have 3 points or more than 3 points, if all those points lie on a same line, then we call those 3 points as collinear points. Otherwise, means if all the points are not on the same line, then they are non-collinear points. Okay, so till now we have seen what are line segment, parallel line, intersecting line and collinear and non-collinear points. Okay, so using this, we'll answer this question. First, complete the following statement. And that first subdivision is, a dash is a straight path that goes on endlessly in 2 directions. So what is this? It is a straight path and it doesn't have end. It is endlessly going in 2 directions. What is that? It is line. Right, a line is a straight path that goes endlessly in 2 directions. Okay, now see the second subdivision. A dash is a line with 2 endpoints. So, line with 2 endpoints is line segment. Right, so a line segment is a line with 2 endpoints. You have to write this in your notebook. Okay, a line segment is a line with 2 endpoints. Now, see the third subdivision. A dash is a straight path that begins at a point and goes on and extends endlessly in the other direction. Okay, so here what they are telling is a path starting from a point and it is going endlessly in other direction. What is that called? It is called ray. Okay, a ray is a straight path that begins at a point and goes on and extends endlessly in the other direction. So, a ray is a straight path that begins at a point and goes and extends endlessly in the other direction. Okay, so for a ray, we will be having a starting point. From that point, it will go endlessly in other direction. That is called ray. Okay, now see fourth one. The lines which intersect at right angles. So here they have given 2 lines are there. They are intersecting at right angles. Intersecting means they will meet. They will be having a common point, right? And they are intersecting at right angles. Right angles means 90 degree. When we have 2 lines, when they are forming 90 degree, then those 2 lines are perpendicular lines. Okay. The lines which intersect at right angles are perpendicular lines. Okay, this thing you have to make note. Lines which intersect at right angles are called perpendicular lines. If 2 lines L and M are perpendicular, we will use this symbol L perpendicular to M. So I repeat, when 2 lines L and M are intersecting at right angle, then they are called perpendicular lines. P-E-R-P-E-N-D-I-C-U-L-A-R, perpendicular lines. Okay, and if L and M are perpendicular, we will use this symbol L perpendicular to M. Okay, L perpendicular to M. This symbol we'll use when two lines are intersecting and they are forming right angle 90 degree. Then these two lines are said to be perpendicular lines. Perpendicular, perpendicular lines. Okay, so now we'll move to the fifth one. The lines which intersect each other at a point are called, the lines are intersecting each other at a point. They are called intersecting lines. Okay, intersecting lines. And the lines that never intersect are called parallel lines. Right, parallel lines won't meet each other. Means parallel lines won't intersect, never intersect. So lines that never intersect are parallel lines. Fine. Now you have to write this thing in your notebook. This is the assignment, one of the assignment. At the end you will be having many to write. So this is one among them. Okay. Now see the second one. Use a ruler or straight edge to draw each figure. See, ruler or straight edge meaning is you have to use scale to draw each figure. First you have to draw line CD. So you will be using your scale. So here I don't have scale. So I will draw with my hands. But when you are drawing in your notebook, you have to use scale. Okay. What they are asking is line CD. What is mean by line? They will be extending in both direction endlessly. Like, right. There will be no end point. So we have to have 2 points C and D, and there will be a path extending endlessly in both the direction. Okay, so you have to make point C and D, and you have to join CD, and you have to extend in both the directions. So this will be line CD. Okay, next one is ray AB. What is mean by a ray? Ray will be starting at a point, and from the point there will be a path, means from the point there will be a line extending in one direction. Right, so there will be a point and ray is extending in one direction. So we'll take that point as A and a point B. So this will be ray AB. Okay, now third one is line segment MN. So line segment MN. Take 2 points M and N. Line segment will be having N points. So join MN. So this will be line segment MN. Okay. How to represent line segment MN? Upon MN you have to write a bar. Okay. So line CD will be represented as CD. Upon CD you have to write arrow mark. Means you have to write CD. Upon CD this symbol. Okay. Then see third one. Look at the figure and answer the following question. So you have to carefully look at the figure here and we have to answer the question. Which line is parallel to AB? Where is AB? This is AB. Wait, I'll take another color. This is AB. Right. So which line is parallel to AB? Is CD parallel to AB? No. When you extend this CD, they will meet. So CD is not parallel to AB. Okay. Now see EF. Will EF parallel to AB? If you extend again, they will meet. Right. So EF is also not parallel to AB. Now we have another line GH. This line. When you extend GH, are they meeting? No, they won't meet. Okay. So GH is parallel to AB. Okay. Name a line which intersects CD. So we have a line CD. We have to tell name of the line which intersects CD. Which line is intersecting CD? this line is intersecting CD and this line is also intersecting CD, and this line will also intersect CD. Will this line EF intersect CD? No. Whenever you extend, you have to maintain the distance same. Whenever we extend, they won't meet. So lines which intersect CD are IJ, KL, AB. Okay, and GH also, when you extend this side, they will intersect at some point. So other than EF, all the lines will intersect CD. Okay, now name the lines which are perpendicular to GH. So we have to name the line which is perpendicular to GH. Perpendicular means the lines will intersect at right angle. So only this line will make right angle with GH. So lines which are perpendicular GH are KL. KL. Okay. Now we have to see how many lines are parallel to IJ. So we have IJ. We have to see how many lines are parallel. So AB is intersecting, CD is intersecting IJ, AF, AE, sorry, this is again AE, EF, okay. EF will also intersect IJ. This will also intersect IJ if you extend it. Okay, so all the lines other than KL will intersect IJ. So only line which is not intersecting IJ is KL. Okay, so only one line KL is parallel to IJ. Okay. Will EF intersect AB? Where is EF? This is EF. Will EF intersect AB? Yes, they will intersect, right? When you extend EF AB. Wait a minute. This is EF. This is EF. And AB. This is AB. Are these two lines intersect? Will they intersect? Yes, when you extend this line, they will intersect. Okay. So this is about answering these questions. These questions you have to write in your notebook also. Okay. So now we'll go to angles. An angle is formed when two rays diverge from a common point. Okay, suppose there is a point. We need to be having two rays. Sorry for the inconveniences. Suppose we have a point, and if two rays are diverging like this, then angle will be formed. Okay, when two rays are diverging from common point, then there will be angle. Okay, angle is formed when two rays diverge from a common point. The rays forming an angle are called arms of the angle, and the common point is called vertex of the angle. So when angle is formed when we have two rays diverging at the same point, right? So here this ray is called arm of the angle, and this is also called arm of the angle. The rays are called arms of the angle, and the common point is called vertex of angle. Okay, an angle is formed when two rays diverge from a common point. Rays forming an angle are called arms of the angle, and the common point is called vertex of the angle. Okay, so now we are going to see different types of angle. So here we have two rays diverging to a common point. Right, so all these are angles. In all the cases we will be having angles. See the first case where the angle measure will be less than 90 degree. So angles will be measured using protractor, and when angle between these two ray is less than 90 degree, we'll call them as acute angle. Okay, an angle whose measure is less than 90 degree is called acute angle. Fine. And then we have right angle. An angle whose measure is exactly 90 degree is called right angle. Okay. An angle whose measure is greater than 90 degree is called an obtuse angle. And an angle whose measure is exactly 180 degree is called straight angle. And an angle whose measure is greater than 180 degree and less than 360 degree is called reflex angle. So you can see here a boy doing actions. So in first one is showing acute angle. Okay, there the angle will be less than 90 degree. So when an angle measure is less than 90 degree, then that angle is called acute angle. And in second figure is showing the angle between his arms will be 90 degree. Okay, so when angle is 90 degree, measure of an angle is 90 degree, then that is called right angle. In third figure is showing when you can get obtuse angle. In that the angle measure will be greater than 90 degree. Okay, so when an angle is greater than 90 degree, then that is called obtuse angle. And in fourth one is showing straight angles. Okay, so there the angle will be 180 degree. That will be a straight line. Fine. So there we will get straight angle. And in last one, the angle will be greater than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. Okay, so that is called reflex angle. So we have seen what is acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle and reflex angle. Okay, using this we will answer this one. Okay, a straight angle measure is 180 degree, right? So a straight angle will be having angle measure of 180 degree. An angle with measure 128 degree is called dash angle. So 128 is less than 90? No, it is greater than 90 and less than 180, right? So it is called obtuse angle. Okay, an angle having a measure of greater than 90 degree is called an obtuse angle. Okay, the corner of the A4 paper as dash. So A4 sheet paper will be of dash shape. There will be of rectangle shape and corner will be having 90 degree. Right, in a rectangle all the angles are right angle. So corner of a A4 paper as a right angle. Okay, if a perpendicular line is bisecting the given line, you would have two dash. So here a perpendicular line is there that is bisecting, dividing the line into two equal parts. Then you will have two dash. So we will be having two right angles. Right. An angle that measures 0 degree is called zero angle. Okay, an angle that measures 0 degree is called zero angle. So here I will tell the fourth one again. A perpendicular line is there that is bisecting the given line into two equal parts. So we have a line and a perpendicular line is dividing the line into two equal parts. So we will be having two right angles. Okay. Now we will see what are complementary angles. If we have two angles, those two angles are complementary. When you add those two angles, you should get 90 degree. If sum of two angles is 90 degree, then those two angles are called complementary angles. So here we have two angles. First one is 35 degree, second one is 55 degree. Right. This is less than 90 degree, this is also less than 90 degree. So these two angles are acute angles. One is 35 degree and another one is 55 degree. When you add 35 and 55, you will get 5 plus 5, 10, balance 1, 3 plus 5, 8, 90. Right. When you add these two angles, you are getting 90 degrees. So this is complementary angles. Suppose we have 40 and 50. Adding 40 degree angle and 50 degree angle, adding these two angles, you will get 90 degree. Right. So this two, 40 and 50, are also complementary angles. Okay. Suppose you have 36 and 57. Adding these two things, what you will get? 6 plus 7, 13, balance 1, you will get 93. Right. Some of these two angles are not 90. So this is not complementary angles. Okay, so when you add two angles, if you get 90 degree, then those two angles are complementary. Otherwise, they are not complementary. If you are not getting 90 while adding two angles, they are not complementary angles. Okay. Now, are the two angles given in the figure complementary? Yes, when we are adding these two angles, we are getting 90 degree. So, this is a complementary angle. So, when two angles are complementary, we can say complement to each other. Right. So, we can say 35 degree is complement to 55 degree, or 55 degree angle is complement to 35 degree. Okay, so what is meant by complementary angles? Two angles are called complementary angles if their sum is 90 degree. Okay. Now we will see supplementary angle. Two angles are said to be supplementary if their sum is 180 degree. Okay. So here we have 70 and 110 degree. Are these two angles supplementary? Yes, when you add 70 and 110, you will get 180 degree. So, sum of measure of the angle 70 degree and 110 degree is 180 degree. So, these two angles are supplementary angles. So, we can say 70 is supplement to 110 degree, or 110 degree is supplement to 70 degree. Okay, suppose we have 90 and 80 degree. 90 and 80 degree. Are these two supplementary? No. When you add 90 and 80, you will get 170. They are not 180. Right. So, this is not supplementary angles. 90 degree and 80 degree are not supplementary angles. Two angles are called supplementary angles if their sum is 180 degree. So, when two angles are called complementary, when their sum is 90 degree, those two angles are complementary angles. When their sum is 180 degree, then two angles are called supplementary angles. So, in this video, we have learned what is a line. A line will be a straight path between 2 points which extends endlessly in both directions. Okay, so line won't end. It will be extending endlessly in both directions. What is line segment? Line segment is a line with endpoints. Okay, and we'll represent line AB using this symbol and line segment AB using this symbol. Okay, then we have seen a ray. Ray will be starting from a point and extends in one direction endlessly. Okay, so it will be having a starting point and extends in one direction endlessly. So, ray AB will be represented using this symbol. Only one side you will be having arrow. Okay. Then we have seen what are parallel lines. If we have two lines, if two lines won't intersect each other, then we call those two lines are parallel. When two lines won't meet each other, even if you extend the lines, then we can say those two lines are parallel. When two lines L and M are parallel, we'll use this symbol to represent parallel lines. L is parallel to M or M is parallel to L. Okay. Then we have seen intersecting lines. If two lines, if those given lines meet at a common point, then we call those two lines as intersecting lines. Okay. So, if we have two lines, if they are meeting at common point, then those two lines L and M are called intersecting lines, and the point where they meet is called point of intersection. Okay. Then if the intersecting lines making 90 degree, then that is called perpendicular lines. Okay, suppose if L and M are perpendicular, then we will use this symbol to represent perpendicular lines. Okay, then we have seen collinear points. If we have 3 or more points, if all the 3 or more points lie on the same line, then they are called collinear points. Then we have seen non-collinear points. If 3 or more points do not lie on the same line, they are called non-collinear points. Then we have seen angles, right? Angle will be we will get angles when two rays are diverging from a common point. Okay. And the rays are called arms of the angle, and the common point where the rays are diverging is called vertex. And then what is acute angle? When the angle measure is less than 90 degree, then that is acute angle. Okay. Right angle. When angle is 90 degree, when angle measure is 90 degree, we'll call that angle as right angle. Okay, then we saw what is obtuse angle. When angle measure is greater than 90 degree, less than 180 degree, then it is called obtuse angle. Okay, after that we saw what is straight angle. So if the angle measure is 180 degree, then it is called straight angle. After that we saw reflex angle. If the angle measure is greater than 180 degree, less than 360 degree, it is called reflex angle. After seeing about these angles, we have seen complementary angles. Two angles are called complementary angles if their sum is 90 degree. Okay, and then we have seen supplementary angles. Two angles are called supplementary angles if their sum is 180 degree. So this is what we have recalled in this video. Using this information, do the assignment. So anyway, you have to write the questions which we have solved in this video as your assignment. Means you have to write that thing in your notebook. Use screenshot or use the video to do that. And then your assignment is you have to define each the following with a diagram. Each of these following with a diagram. And when can we say two angles are supplementary and when we can say two angles are complementary. This is your assignment, and that's it for a day. We'll meet in next video.